Yo, what up guys? I'm going to be showing you a complete tutorial on how to go pro in Gorilla Tag. This tutorial may be a bit hard, so make sure if you need to pause the video, you can do so. This tutorial will have everything you need to learn and know about how to go pro on Gorilla Tag. Let's hop straight into it. Our first skill is wall climbing and wall running. This is a really good trick to get away from all your opponents. Yahoo! Now we have verticaling. Verticaling is where you go up the wall sideways. Here's Lucio running. You've probably heard of it, and it's really good. It works well on lots of players. Here's branching. Branching is a really important skill that everyone needs to become a pro. Here's a random mechanic that you'll definitely need. Swinging. You can get far away and it's a pretty good juke. Now some jukes. Some jukes consist of the slide juke and the pavilion juke. Before we start, please consider subscribing. It'll make my day and it'll make it much better. Alright, to run fast in Gorilla Tag, you're just going to push your hand like this really fast, and then this hand is going to go in a circular motion. This hand is just going to glide you, so this one you're just going to flip in a circular motion, and you can go fast like this. It takes a lot of practice, but you can get it. There's tons of tutorials you can go watch on doing that, so I'll leave a link in the description for a video on how to. Alright, so now we have wall climbing and wall running, like this. I have a video that I made, so I'll leave the video made, so I'll leave that in the link in the description, so you can go check that out and learn how to wall climb and wall run. Now we have verticaling. Verticaling can be pretty easy and pretty hard. It just depends on the type of people. So this one you're just gonna kind of go in a circular motion. It's not as hard as you think it is gonna be, but try it out for yourselves and see what you can do. Once again, I'll have a video on how to do it, link in the description. Now we have Lucio running. A lot of people say Lucio running is the hardest thing to conquer in Gorilla Tag. And it is pretty hard, but, you know, try it and you can get it. Again, link in the description for a video, go check that out, and here we go, this is Lucio running. Now, I'm not the best at Lucio running either, but that was pretty good description of it. Now we have one of the best things to do in Gorilla Tag, and that's branching. Branching is where you're going to go up a tree by using the branches like that. I'll leave a link in the description on how to branch, but also I'll tell you some tips and tricks on how to do it. So you're just going to put your hand on a tree. You're going to bounce off the tree and land on each branch every time. And you're going to bounce yourself up each time you put your hand on a branch. You can use the left and right hands to do this trick. And you can basically conquer it in about a day or two. Now we have a ton of random mechanics. Some of them include running up a stump when a lava monkey is chasing you. You might think that this is easy to do and all the lava monkeys will be able to catch up to you. But trust me, it tricks a lot of lava monkeys and it gives you a good escape. Another mechanic is swinging. Swinging is good to swing. It kind of acts as a juke and a boost. Now, one of the most important things to do in Gorilla Tag is to juke. Some jukes include slide jukes. And even this juke where you can bounce off the billboard and get on top of pavilion. I mean, a lot of people I know are better than me at doing that juke, but yeah. Some other good jukes are just good to Lucio and then bounce back, and also like this. It's important to get a good knockback so you can run away faster and nobody can get you. See, there's tons of lava monkeys following you. You want to have a good thought on what to do for an escape plan, so if someone ever follows you, if people ever follow you, you can get away fast and easy. If you don't know what routes are, they're basically just where you make up your own trail and you follow that trail. You don't necessarily have to follow it all game, but you use it a lot. Here's one of my routes I used to use and I still use it to this day. So basically, this is my route. I'll go a bit slow for you guys so you can see, but yeah. Good routes consist of almost everything, so make sure if you ever make a route, make sure you're using almost everything you can so you can get away from people with ease. Another thing I want to talk about is with updates. Now, we always get updates here and there. Now, we sometimes get map updates here and there, such as the Halloween update. There's a graveyard, a giant pumpkin, and tons of other new stuff. Now, it's good to learn mechanics through that update because you can get around way faster and know what you're doing in that update. If you don't know what you're doing in this update, you're gonna maybe fail on a lot of stuff. Another good thing to do that I would suggest is to go in a private server. If you go in a private server, you can learn the map and you won't get stuck on anything. Practicing in private servers is also really important because you can practice by yourself and not have to be worrying about anybody chasing you, and you don't have to worry about anyone else watching you either. Now let's work on if you're tagged. Alright, it's important to be very good at being the tagger too. You don't always need to run from the taggers. Now if you're playing and you're it, there's a lot of good things you can do. You're gonna want to be able to tag people and get the round over so you can have a turn to play. A lot of things you're gonna want to do are actually following people. If you're gonna try to tag someone, don't take your eyes off and you're gonna follow them the whole time. You don't have to use their same routes, but follow them. You can use your different routes and try to make it so they can't see you. This will help a lot in-game and in 1v1s. Another thing you want to do is try to look intimidating. But make people look at you as an enemy so they don't think that they can juke you and play around with you, because you're not someone they should mess around with. One other thing is just practice in general. Make sure you're practicing as much as you can. I'm not saying to practice like every single day, because you still want to get out of the house and live your life instead of living as a monkey. So, what I'm saying is just set a daily basis of at least 10 to 20 minutes. You can set this as a certain time. Just make sure you're at least getting the practice you need. Don't play gorilla tag and grind for like a week or something and then just randomly disappear and stop playing for another week. If you're gonna be playing and grinding, you need to be consistent of your time that you're using. You're not losing everything you learned before. Now this tutorial also doesn't just include forest. Get used to every single map you can, such as canyons, mountains, any map that you want to play in. Learn it and get good at it so you can play in any map with ease and be easily the best one in the server. Now if this tutorial actually helps you and you actually become pro, I would recommend, if you haven't already, unlocking competitive mode. Competitive mode is a different mode that you can do, that you can go try hard in and not get blamed for doing it. If you are unsure or don't know how to unlock competitive mode, here's how. Go into city and come back here, behind this giant crate. Then you'll see this hole. Come into here, and here you go. You can do it and click a button at the end. I recommend becoming Rock Monkey by going in a private server, and you can just easily jump up here and get through the thing without doing that concludes of the tutorial. If this helped you, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, because it'll help me, just like I hope too. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Peace.